Hello everyone, so I'm making another video to answer some of the questions that people have been asking me about my workout journey or my weight loss journey. Some questions not necessarily on YouTube or Facebook, but just people around me who have noticed the change in my lifestyle and they want to know a few things about what I'm doing. So I figured I'd make a video and answer those questions. I'll put a list of the questions in the description box and you can see if you had a question about any of these for me, and then you can watch the video for the answers. I look like this because I literally just finished working out. I made my daily workout video at the end of the T25 workout that I did today, which was .5 week 2 lower focus ab interval. It was ridiculous. Watch my previous video to see how I felt about that workout. But I'm going to answer these questions. If you see me look over, I don't know if you can see the corner of my phone in the screen actually. I have my phone propped up on a candle with a book. I know, high tech. And I have the questions listed out, so I'm just looking at my notes. All right, first question is, how much do you currently weigh? As of right now, the last time I weighed myself was last Monday, and I weighed in at 209.6, which is 6 pounds down from where I started. June 7th was the first day of my weight loss journey. So the first week, I lost 6 pounds, and I weigh in for the second time tomorrow, and I'm hoping I lose at least 3 pounds. Anyway, what is your goal weight? I'm trying to be somewhere between 150 and 160. I know some people may say you're 5'9", you should be in the lower 140s or upper 130s. I don't think looking like a crackhead is in my list of to-dos. I think I'm a little tall to be that small. So if I can get between 150 and 160, I'll be golden. Are you following a particular program? Why, yes, I am. I am doing T25. I just finished the second week. The workout I did today was the completion of the second week. And I will get 2 days of break, which will be Monday and Tuesday. And then I'll start back on Wednesday with week 3. Do you have a gym membership? Funny enough, I do have a gym membership and I do pay for this membership monthly, but I have not been to this gym. I know that's bad. And I know, it's a waste of money and such, but I have a gym membership to Planet Fitness. I think I've had the membership for maybe a year and a half, and I think I've been to the gym maybe 6 times in the past year and a half. I have no excuses. I just haven't been going like I should. I don't really know what else to say about that. Are you following a particular diet? Now, Beachbody has very good meal planning programs and diets that you can use and all this other stuff, but I get a little intimidated when I have all these things going on. So I follow the T25 workout program. I know how to eat clean, so I just watch what I eat. I make smart choices every meal, every day. So for dinner tonight, I had salmon and broccoli. I know that's a healthy meal because I know what healthy food looks like. I know these things, so I don't really follow a diet plan, but I do one that's been established by some celebrity or some dietitian or whatever, some nutritionist. I just follow what I know is healthy. So I don't follow a particular diet plan, to answer that question. How long have you been in your journey? As I mentioned before, I've been on my weight loss journey. Well, I've been on my weight loss journey for a very long time, because there's always, you start the journey and then you stop the journey and you start and stop, blah, 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 a lot of bouncing back and forth. But this particular time, I started June 7th was day 1, which was a Wednesday. And that was the first day that I started T25. I was planning on starting it that Monday, but I knew if I waited to over the weekend, I wouldn't get it done. So I decided to start on that Wednesday. How do you stay motivated? These videos, believe it or not, making these videos for me is a sense of accountability. And I know, even though I don't have, thousands of subscribers, I know there are certain people who look for me to post a video about the workout that I'm doing and how I felt. So that accountability is what keeps me motivated. And the fact that, I have a couple pictures of what I want to look like way down the line. It's not something I'm going to get to like this, but seeing those pictures and knowing that there are people who will hold me accountable is what keeps me motivated. Why did you start your journey? I started my journey because I got tired of, but not going to say I didn't like myself and my skin, because, regardless of what size you are, you should love you, period. But I wasn't comfortable where I was, or where I am in my skin. And the only way for me to change that was to start losing the weight. all the health issues that I'm having, all of the, body aches and pains could all be remedied if I would lose the weight. So that's why I started the journey, is to be as healthy as possible. Do you have a particular time frame to complete your journey? I don't think my journey will ever be done. I don't think I'll ever stop and say, okay, boom, this is my goal weight. I'm never working out a day in my life again. I think this is a lifestyle change, and I think that once I get into the habit of, this is how I want to live my life, and this is how I know I'm going to be healthy for my boys, that this is forever. I think once it becomes a real lifestyle change, it won't become a chore. So no, I don't have a time frame for the completion, because I'll always be on this journey, I think. How do you feel about cheat days? Well, I'm glad you asked. I don't like cheat days. I think cheat days are excessive. I think cheat days set you back too far. Now, before you get in your feelings, I do like cheat meals. So I'm not saying, Friday is your cheat day, so you eat whatever you want Friday. You eat 10,000 Snicker bars and a pint of ice cream and 10 pizzas and all this stuff. No, but have a cheat meal. So eat clean on breakfast, eat clean for lunch, and then, eat whatever you want for dinner. Or since that's later in the day, you probably don't want to do that. But eat clean for breakfast and eat whatever you want for lunch. Since it's in the middle of the day, have a burger and fries for lunch. And that'll be your cheat meal. But the rest of the day, you shouldn't eat dirty all day, because that's going to set you back way too far. Choose a meal, either breakfast or lunch, and have a cheat meal instead of a cheat day. That's just what I think personally, but different strokes, different folks. Are you looking to be skinny? Let me put this out here right now. I'm not trying to be skinny at all. I'm trying to be strong and healthy. If my strong and healthy is a size 10, and that's where I feel healthy, and that's where I feel strong, and that's where I feel like I'm slaying, then yes, I'm going to be a size 10. I don't have a particular size. Some people, hey, I want to be a size 4, I want to be a size 2, but there's a such thing as being skinny and unfit. I'm not trying to be skinny. My goal is to be light, lean, and lethal. That's what I'm chasing. So it's not about being skinny, it's about being strong and healthy. What is the hardest thing about your journey so far? The hardest thing about my journey is doing it by myself. Now, I know there are a lot of people on here, and there are a lot of people I can call and talk to and check in on, but as of people here in Anchorage with me right now, I don't have anyone to do this journey or to take part in this journey with me. So I think that's the hardest part, is doing it all by myself and having to motivate myself and having to, remind myself at every meal, hey, Karen, you got this goal, you're reaching for a certain thing, you got to stay on track. So that's the hardest for me. Let's see, the next question is, what are some things that make your journey more difficult? So for me, without getting into too much information, I have some medical conditions that prohibit me from doing certain movements. Like T25 ab interval is the workout that makes me want to throw up, because I have had 5 major surgeries on my abdomen alone. So I'm talking like major. I'm talking having to sew up my abs because of my first pregnancy. I got so big it ripped my abs down the middle. Like, I have a lot of core issues, and that's what makes it so hard for me to... Have you ever tried to not use your core throughout the day? It's darn near impossible. You need it for everything. So that is something that makes it hard for me during this journey. And also just life in general. I mean, I have 2 sons. I have an 8-year-old and a 3-year-old. I'm married. I have a house to take care of, being a wife, trying to find a job, being in school, trying to find the time. And that's why I like T25. Trying to find the time to get this workout done or to work out is very, very difficult. So it's easy for me to carve out 25 minutes or 30 minutes with a cool down, really, a day to get where I'm trying to go, or to get me started on where I'm trying to go. What do you not do that you should do? I do not drink enough water. I don't, and I know I don't. I'm working on it, but I feel sick when I drink water. And I know that's an excuse, and it's probably because I don't drink enough. That's probably why I'm feeling sick. But I don't like drinking water. I've tried to put I was about to say the seasoning, Lord. I've tried to put the flavoring the no calorie, no sugar flavoring in the water, excuse me. But in my head, it's still water. And I'm talking, it's so bad. If I drink more than, I don't know, half a 16-ounce bottle at a time, I start feeling nauseous. Like my body has not gotten to the point where I can consume large amounts of water. And I think that's my weakness, is it's not drinking enough water. What supplements are you using and why? Drum roll. I don't use any supplements. I think if I can get the weight off naturally without using supplements, it'll stay off better. I don't use hydroxycut. I don't use, thermogenics. I don't use, the most I use is a BCAA for soreness. But that's about it. And I don't even take those every day. That's about it. So no supplements. I'm trying to do this as naturally as possible. 2 more questions. I know it's been a lot, but 2 more questions. What are your goals, or what are your go-to foods that got you to this weight? My go-to foods, food. I mean, I don't discriminate. I just like food. It can be burgers, it can be fries, it can be steak and chicken and shrimp and seafood and southern food and Vietnamese food and Mexican food and Vietnamese food and Asian food. I don't care. If it wasn't human when it was breathing, I'll eat it. That's my problem. I do not discriminate when it comes to food. So, I mean, all foods are the foods that got me to this situation, to be dead honest with you. Last question. What is your desired end result? As I said before, I'm not trying to be skinny. That is not my end result. I'm trying to be healthy, light, lean, and lethal. That's what I want to be. I want to be healthy, I want to be strong, and I want to be happy in the body that I end up with. And I want to be able to maintain. I want to be realistic. I don't want to have a body where, I'm all cut up and buff and, I sniff a hamburger and I gain 10 pounds. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to get to a place where I can maintain the weight and be happy at the same time. So those are all the questions that I have been asked, and I answered them all in this video. If there are any other questions that you guys want to know about me and my journey, just drop them down in the comments, and I'll either answer you in the comments or I'll just make another video if I get enough questions. Hope you guys are having fun in your journeys. Have a good one.